daughter's confidence and reliance for the tricky years ahead. Encourage assertiveness. Teach your daughter to express her needs to adults and stand her ground with her peers. Be specific in your compliments. When you tell your daughter how smart she is, it means much more if you use concrete examples. Tell her you have a very good memory. Make your praise match reality. A third grader will know that she's not a musical genius or the best artist on the planet, but she will appreciate it if you notice her improvement from one month to the next. Help her understand why she sometimes gets left out. Explain to your daughter that if she isn't invited to every birthday party, it's not meant to be an insult. Explain that when another child say, "You can't be my friend," it probably has more to do with that child's bad mood than it does with your daughter. Encourage competence. Don't be too quick to help your daughter with homework or chores. If she asks for help, ask her to try working through it for a couple more minutes on her phone first. Encourage her to play sports if she wants to. Girls have more sporty options than ever before. If she wants to, give her a chance and get in the game and find out what she's capable of. Don't decide which sports are right for her. She can figure it out herself. Don't make assumptions about her strengths and weaknesses. Just because your child is a girl doesn't mean she'll struggle with fractions or that she will ace reading tests. It also doesn't mean she won't want to go fishing or try out for Little League. Follow our cues to best nurture her strength and work on improving her weakness. Encourage a healthy body image. Prepare her for sexism. Point out positive female role models.
Okay, all right, you're welcome back here. So we are talking about cultural expectations and the stereotype as a woman. Now we have Becky, and of course we'll be just in behind the scene. So just for you to know, women especially, that this is very important, is it possible for you to share what you shared to me personally, or you rather just tell them the implications of having to take a lot of alcohol, especially for women, taking a lot of alcohol, and there's this big lie that we lie to ourselves. And even all these alagbo sellers, you know, those that sell alagbo, and people that sell some selling.
I think that's the crazy thing now reigning. Everybody wants to lose weight. There are different things saying, oh, you can use this to lose weight, Ozempic. A lot.
So you can imagine where people come. I want the one that will flatten my belly. I want the one that you know, just make me look a little bit plump here and there.
Yeah.
Mostly slimming down, and you see them taking a lot. They will tell you, if you want to wake up in the morning, take a sachet of take a sachet or two. Don't eat anything after you drink water. Just take it at night before you go to bed. You know, they're not giving that as prescription.
I get that.
Do you understand? And do you only fear, like I said behind the camera, the only fear people tend to have is the fact that they say that it just doesn't really help you get pregnant. They don't say it the way it is. They just say, you might not just easily get pregnant.
You see a lot of people, they tell you they've been alcoholic or they've been taking alcohol for years and they are fine. Okay, then you go try it, and next thing you're seeing, oh, your kidney is no longer functioning well. You know, your body is just changing. Your body is just changing. And for women, so you hear, okay, just like what you said earlier, that now we have girls with saggy boobs, and you know, it's not necessarily that they sleep around. It's not necessarily they sleep around. It's what you take in your body. And there's this saying that I want everybody to take and jot it down. So a lot of people say, oh, children of these days, abdominal pelvic scan.
Trust me, that's
very, very important. Yes, very important. And you'll be so shocked to see what, you know, you were thinking is fine. This shows you your kidney, your fatty liver type 2. Yes. And if you go further to ask the doctor who was doing the ultrasound for you, she'll simply tell you, stop alcohol for 3 months and see the difference. It's alcohol.
It's alcohol, because it's terrible. Because
you want to start saying, oh, you don't take it all the time. Little drops of water make an ocean. Exactly. So I would simply just advise, as women, please. I know it's not easy. Like she said, I'm an addiction counselor. I'm not saying you stop.
I'm fine. Like,
You think
they would have calmed down. That's what she used to say. They would have calmed down. Then the drug would just be off. Maybe they say drugs take time. Before you take the next one, they'll say 8 hours. So the alcohol is like pee now.
That's
pee.
very wrong.
And when she was saying those things, I was like, babe, that's not how it works.
Mm-hmm.
When you're on medication, you do not take alcohol. You do not smoke. There's some setting like you even have to take more of rest.
Yeah.
Avoid too much people, too much talk, too much stress. And she was like, okay. Then there was a point, okay, I think it was working. She was really abstaining from alcohol. Abstaining for her, 2 days without alcohol was.
And so the
stomach
headache.
pain, so yeah, so the vitamin C is going to work for the headache.
No.
And the stomach, it wasn't working. She was always taking what this thing that all these nurses do for people when they want to self-medicate. Antibiotics.
Antibiotics. Okay. Okay.
So you understand?
Okay, so let me put this out there, because this is a women's talk, and while the women are talking, we're also enlightening our husbands and men in our lives, one or two people listening. So when it comes to fertility issue and when it comes to alcohol, it's both parties. Alcohol reduces the effect of sperm, production of sperm. Yes. So for men to please, if you know, because now when a woman doesn't have or she's not conceiving, it's the woman's problem. She's the one that has a problem. It might not count test and also reduce your alcohol and smoking. Because if you want to have healthy baby, you have to have an healthy sperm. You know, then you spoke about taking gin to reduce weight, to shrink. That's a lie. That's a lie. So the best practical example I would give is take rum. So that's what happens.
How did you know?
Alcohol doesn't shrink you.
No.
So the best way to reduce, stop taking those things you're taking in your body. It is not needed, because your kidney is overworking.
Yeah.
You're killing to burn some funny things, the agbo, this, that, you know. I'm not saying herbs is bad, but no, the abuse of it. You have to have, you're taking this for the right purpose.
True.
No.
Assimilate, let us understand, let us believe that we are trying to work better for ourselves, have a lifetime that is beautiful. Because trust me, sometimes you look at someone who is 50, 55, and you look at yourself, you look almost as though you're older than that person. Trust me, there are a lot of people like that. So if people are telling you, maybe just take for example, I'm not saying you are doing anything bad or you're a bad person, but if you tell somebody your age, oh, I am 40, and they're like, oh, you look 60. My darling, there's something you're doing that you're not supposed to be doing. And of course, when this is empowering a child. When we come back, definitely we would continue to talk about women, pregnancy, alcohol, abstainism from alcohol, and a certain lifestyle that at least will help us look younger and better. Let's go for this tip and we'll be right back to the studio. Stay with us.
10 ways to empower a girl child in the home. Girl child empowerment has become a buzzword in our century, but it has certainly been there long before the word was coined. It was there in the early days when only a few of our ancestors went against norms to train their girl children in schools and resist child marriage. But even in this modern age, when gender empowerment is no longer a foreign word, a lot of gender stereotypes, most of which started in infancy, still exist that limit the potential of young women that you can be proud of. 1. Access to quality education. 2. Access to equal opportunities. 3. Eliminate gender-based violence. 4. Access to sexual and reproductive health services. 5. Feed their innate creativity and leadership spirit. 6. Avoid portraying gender roles. 7. Avoid paying gender-specific compliments. 8. Avoid making activities gender-specific. 9. Same rules, same standard. 10. Be a good role model. Kids learn by watching you act than they learn from what you say. With these in mind, always remember to act on what you say and say only what you mean.
Okay, all right, you're welcome back. You're still watching Women's Corner. My name is Rose Blossom. Yes, we just took our
your kidneys. You're puncturing your kidneys. You see a young guy, he's going to the toilet like 10 times in a sitting. Something is wrong with your kidney, with your bladder. Something is not filtering something right.
Yeah.
So shisha is very harmful. I don't buy it because I have, me working in a hospital space, I have seen people come into the hospital and they're like, oh, what do you think? No, I don't smoke. Oh, I only take shisha. And I take vape. There's one they call vape.
Vape. Ooh.
There's vape. That one is like a pen. You
Yeah,
carry it
I know
around.
vape,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they just say, oh, I'm just vaping. It's nothing serious. You know, it's just,
It has flavor.
it has flavor. It's just, that's not true. That's some lie. Somebody, it is very harmful. It is worse. The shisha is even worse.
That's the having to have this.
Yeah.
To you, amazing lifestyle, but very good. I used to obule. So please, what can I use to obule?
Okay, so.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Obule means, for those who do not know, last year December was obule. They are like
Obule
everybody
December.
obule December. Last 2 years was dirty December, I think. right?
Yeah.
So there's
that's
always
true.
a slogan for December
each
and the new year. So yes, that's why we want you to have a healthy lifestyle. So you do not, there's no obule in this December. I know something else will come up, but whatever will come up, this is the best way you can actually have your fun. So
Yeah,
please.
your fun, exactly. So for a healthy lifestyle, like I said, 70% or even 90% of what you take into your body is more important than even the outlook. So I'll use myself as a very good example. I think sometime last year or 2 years ago, but I wasn't as chubby as this. And that day I was at the airport, and you know, these people at the airport, they'll tell you, come and check your BMI, come and do this and all of that. And I just said, to buy time, since they delayed my flight, make I go check. So I checked and calculating my BMI. So BMI means body mass index.
That's, yeah.
So I checked and I figured I was overweight. I wasn't as big as this. So
Yeah.
when it comes to overweight,
People do not understand.
people
that
don't
part,
understand, right? So that's why you need to take your health very easy. Like she said, we deviated maybe because of you or somebody that you know. Yes. So I checked and I figured I was overweight. So there's something I was doing wrong. I was eating the food that were not necessary for
I
me.
remember she was way
Yeah.
slimmer and there's no cheeks.
Yeah.
But she was obese.
So it's not
I
about
know
your
she's not-
size.
Yeah,
it's not about your size. Yes, you can climb the scale. You can climb the scale and you're weighing lesser than I am weighing. It's because you have strong bones, right? That's like the top.
Yeah.
Then maybe other health, you know, whatever, younger. And Blossom, I don't know if you have seen or observed it, that when you lose some type of weight, you look younger.
True.
You look-
I wanted to give you a testimony right now.
Okay, please share your testimony.
I am this kind of person that you do not stress me because I cannot be stressed. But I realize that if you say let's just walk, if it's possible, let's go downstairs. If there's a cab that takes us downstairs, I'd rather take that cab downstairs
Than taking the
than having
stairs.
to take the stairs. But now, I can walk for. But I noticed that just few walking in a week or two. Oh, I feel like, oh, okay, I think I'm trimming. And where I confirmed it was having to go to the nearest pharmacy beside the house, and I checked my weight, and I
You wanting to be deliberate about losing your weight. Don't just go to the gym and they say carry iron. My dear, you will break a bone. You will have fracture. It differs. What I want to achieve is different. Some people say, oh, I want to trim down, but I don't want to lose